Airmax 8L air purifier. We were given this air purifier because clean air is so integral to a good night's rest. You know, as you breathe every night, you want to make sure that air is as pure as possible. It won't end up obstructing airways, causing other issues. And so it's just a great accessory for your bedroom, whether you get this or another air purifier. I definitely recommend it. And as an added bonus, they can sometimes double as white noise to block out any other ambient noise. Now, what I especially like about this is a medical grade air filter. It has 5 filters built into it, and it's relatively quiet, even at the loudest settings. So just to give you an overview, this retails for about $260. You can buy it directly on Amazon, free shipping, free returns. That's a nice advantage to Amazon. It has over 800 reviews. The overwhelming amount of those are positive, so don't just take my word for it. Now, in terms of construction, it's really easy. There's no setup involved with this air purifier. In fact, when you get it out of the box, it'll come assembled just like this. But before you plug it in, you're going to want to access the panel in back to remove any plastic. Each of these filters are going to be wrapped in plastic. So to break down the construction, this is your pre-filter, which is built into the HEPA filter, which is actually sandwiched in this chamber. This other side is actually another sort of like an antiviral filter that passes through once it gets through the HEPA filter. Second, you've got the carbon filter. So this will remove any smells, you know, anything that may smell in your house, maybe like if you're cooking fish, anything like that. Finally, this one is, this is a unique filter that I really haven't seen before, and this is called the cold catalyst filter. This is actually used to remove any VOCs, formaldehyde. So think about if you recently painted your room, that's going to clean out any of those VOCs so you don't get that chemical smell. And then finally, you have the fan here. Now this model actually draws air from underneath, and then pulls it through the filters and then through this fan and then up through the top. So what I like is obviously you can order any of these replacement filters, and it will tell you when it's time to replace it. An indicator light will go on. And notice that there is this nice little pull strap at the top. And so we'll just put this back. And now I just want to start it up so you get a sense. And this is sort of like this magnetic close, which is nice. So looking at the top, we'll actually flip this around so you can read it. Very simple. You have the power button, and it's going to start at the lowest setting. So again, a very quiet, low setting. We're going to just pump that up. So your medium. Now the high setting is definitely noticeable, but again, if you do like white noise, I think it's just a nice option to have. And of course, with a room this size, the lower or medium setting will do just fine to replace that air at a good rate. It also has a sleep mode, so if you want to enable that, it will automatically turn off after a certain amount of time. You also have a timer setting there as well. So say you only want it to run while you're asleep, you can maybe do the 4 to 8 hour setting, and then it'll just turn off every morning. So we'll just go ahead and turn that power off. So, you know, having reviewed multiple air filters, I do think this is probably one of the best bangs for the buck. You know, $260, yes, you can find some less expensive models out there, but what I found is with the less expensive model, what you're really only getting is a HEPA filter. You're not getting all those other filters that are built into the Okaysou, and believe it or not, that really does make a difference. When we turn this on in our bedroom, I was already experiencing fresher air within about 20 minutes. So head on over to sleepsherpa.com where you can get the full review and the latest discounts.